Bassam says, now let us contrast this praise for Western non-Muslim academics with how Dr. Qadhi thinks of institutions in the Islamic world, along with their faculty and students. We need to be a little bit more critical, and of course that's the purpose of the Islamic seminary. That's why we are where we are. Otherwise, if you just wanted to be uncritical, you go to a tradition. Go to the Salafis, go to the Deobandis, go to the Shia, go to the Zaydis. You will all find a well thought out tradition, zero critical thinking. Accept what the teachers teach you. Even within Sunnism, go to Azhar verse, go to Medina verse, go to Darul Ulum. You have 3 separate trends. Each one of them is internally consistent. Each one of them is presenting to you its own holistic paradigm. And you are taught to absorb everything uncritically. That's fine. There's room for that in the Ummah, and frankly, that's the default. Most people are not going to be critical thinkers. But again, the Islamic Seminary of America is not one of those. The Islamic Seminary of America is challenging you to think, challenging you to contextualize yourself, challenging you to understand the tradition from within. So there's a footnote here. In Class 7, Dr. Qadhi expresses how unique TISA is by also stating, and I feel confident in stating that there is nothing like this in the entire world. I feel confident because I know most of the programs out there, and there is nothing being taught with this type of paradigm, where we are believers and we are coming from the tradition, and yet we are asking you to be critically challenging, even as we ask you to retain your iman, which is very difficult in the Western world. These generalized, condescending remarks are extremely unfortunate. Footnote 17, unfortunately there is more. In the first half hour of Class 5, where Dr. Qadhi discusses Shi'ism, Dr. Qadhi consistently either praises Western academia for its supposed objectivity or undermines the reliability of traditional Islamic scholarship when it comes to its stances. It is so much so to the point where it is difficult to simultaneously agree with Dr. Qadhi's remarks and have any real confidence in traditional scholarship anymore. Regrettably, this is the sentiment that is constantly presented to students who have taken this course with Dr. Qadhi, and it requires no elaboration on my part to highlight the long-term spiritual and ideological adverse effects of believing in the academic superiority of the Western academy when it comes to Islamic scholarship. Moreover, I sense a great deal of exaggeration in Dr. Qadhi's praise of the Oxford Handbook of Theology. I have personally read a few chapters from the book, and while I value the scholarship exhibited by some of the authors, I am taken aback at Dr. Qadhi's exaggerated praise of the book. Furthermore, while there is a basis to Dr. Qadhi's point that Islamic institutions around the world could do more to improve their curricula and enhance critical learning, to so casually stereotype against traditional Muslim scholars and students of knowledge as being uncritical and biased is to basically undermine their credibility and destroy Muslims' confidence in their very own religious authorities. And this is especially problematic if it is done while simultaneously propping up non-Muslim academics as authorities in the process. This is extremely irresponsible.